uses green tech.
Keyword.
Well, police in Western Massachusetts are investigating an apparent suicide by a teenage girl and the role cyberbullying may have played. Our Yunji Denise has more on the death that has shocked one small town.
10-year.
A 14-year-old boy from Buffalo, New York by the name of Jamie Rodemeyer recently committed suicide after he was bullied for several years by his classmates. People made about him.
It would be like, faggot, fag, and they caught me in the hallways, and I felt like I could never escape it.
Had committed suicide.
I tried to do CPR on him, but I couldn't bring him back.
About 1,400 have documented suicides on the Golden Gate Bridge since it was built. 18 this year alone.
Posted a lyric from a Lady Gaga song on Facebook saying, "Don't forget me when I come crying to heaven's door."
After the death of a 15-year-old student who killed herself after enduring months of verbal assaults and threats from her classmates. 9 students now face charges in connection with her death.
Every year in this country, 300 kids take their own
This
lives.
needs to be a wake-up call to everyone that teenage bullying and teasing is an epidemic in this country and the death rate is climbing.
It hurts me so to think my son felt like he was not worthy of anything.
Disbelief after the South Florida college student took his own life before a live internet audience.
Meyer joined the 70 million users of MySpace.com.
She didn't understand it, how everybody was almost like ganging up on her. It was her against the world.
It was all too much for the teenager. In the closet of her bedroom, she hanged herself.
Aevidum is a club with a very simple purpose. We talk about suicide, we talk about depression, and we need every single one of our students to know that depression is an illness. Number 2, there are distinct warning signs. The students need to know those warning signs. And number 3, the most important thing is to get themselves or to get their friends help if needed.
14-year-old Jamie Rodemeyer had been bullied relentlessly since 5th grade. His parents, Tim and Tracy, found his body
But my
on
son
Sunday.
will not be given a second chance, no matter how much I have prayed. I cannot turn back the clock. I would have given my own life to turn back the minute we see him.
Peggy, the reason she was on was so that other children don't have to feel her pain. She's very active in her school's Depression and Suicide Awareness Club, and they've even put out T-shirts. Their group, they came up with a word, Aevidum. They made it up from Latin roots, and it means I've got your back.
I went into our closet where I know all the hunting rifles are, and I'm like, oh my God, I smell gunpowder, I smell gunpowder. At that point, I was just screaming, running around the house because I couldn't find him. And I walked over. There he was, there he was.
It's all student-driven, and that's what makes Aevidum exceptional. It's not the adults. You and I could do something, but it wouldn't be authentic. It would fall on ears that wouldn't listen to it because it would sound like a lecture. The essence of Aevidum, what makes Aevidum takes it to that next level, is we're using the gifts and the talents of our students.
Same scary thing over and over again, and it's that you feel you deserve to be bullied, and that you have it coming to you, and that there's nothing that you can do to stop it or change it, and that nobody is has your back.
Beautiful world out there waiting for you.
Ever feel like because of bullying, because of what people are saying, that you're getting down on yourself, you've got to make sure to reach out to people you trust. The other thing you need to know is things will get better.
It gets better. It does get better.
Lord, you created me in your image,
And, as your child, I know I am to be a light, caregiver, and friend to my brothers and sisters. Help me to recognize you in the lonely, sad, isolated, and depressed around me. Please grant me the grace to have the courage and strength to reach out when I'm afraid to do so that they may see you in me. Help me to provide hope to others in times of darkness. May I live and act as your instrument, and always exemplify I got your back to your precious children. Aevidum. Amen.
And with your help, we can take Aevidum the word and Aevidum the message that started with one boy at one school and share it with the rest of the world.